Welcome to Behind the Creator. I'm the host, Crownie, and with my co-host, Hamlet. And today we have got a special guest, PandarenVA.
Hello.
Hi, Panda. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sparing some time just to join our beautiful podcast this very special day.
Oh, I'm very honored, Miss HamletVA.
What? What? Okay, Crownie, take it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think let's introduce yourself to our listeners.
Yeah. I'm I haven't uploaded on YouTube in a long time, but I used to do a lot of voice acting and just sort of, general YouTube stuff. I did that a while ago. I still really love the being able to create stuff and make stuff. So I've been wanting to get back into it really bad. But yeah, I have my channel, which was PandarenVA over on YouTube. I started a Twitch, but I haven't really streamed it all on that either. But yeah, that's me pretty much.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Oh, sorry. You go first, Crownie.
Okay, I go first. So,
Damn it.
so what the big question is? Why did you stop? Because you talked about you want to start again.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would like to start again because I love making content and stuff like that. Like it was, and like back then, making stuff was so much fun, and it was like, I met like all you guys and so many other people, incredible people who are also making content and stuff. And I think you guys can like attest to this, which is like when you're in the swing, when you're in like amidst doing everything and you're like meeting new people, it's just like the best. You're meeting all these new people with like incredible like talent and the same sort of passion. So yeah, that's been really motivating me to want to get back into it. Obviously at the minute, it's like a lot of stuff's been really difficult, but at the same time, a lot of free time has shown up. So I have actually been working on stuff again. Nothing that I want to make too official because God knows I've branded myself too many times being like, look, I have all this new stuff. I'm back now. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not back yet. So I don't want to say anything too official.
Hashtag relatable, Panda. Hashtag relatable.
But yeah, I have been wanting to get back into it. And as for why I stopped, I started uploading the comic dubs and stuff, the stuff that actually sort of took off when I was in 12th grade of high school, believe it or not. That was when I started, and I was just sort of like, I was just doing school and making fun videos. And then school ended, and all of a sudden everything became a lot more busy for me. There was a lot more stuff going on, and it became a lot harder to make content and stuff. And so it sort of had to go on the back burner, unfortunately, because on top of that, there was a lot of stuff going on with the YouTube algorithm, all that sort of thing. So it just didn't really stack up in my favor. Like if I could have gone all the way into YouTube instead of going all the way into the other direction, I would have. But the cards were really against me, as like right when it was like crunch time, the algorithm sort of stabbed me in the back. So I sort of had to make a choice, and unfortunately I was forced in the other direction. But yeah, like I said, I still really look back at the stuff that I did really fondly. Especially towards the end, I felt like the end in quotation marks. That's a really sad way to look at it.
No.
But my most recent stuff is probably a better way to say it. My the stuff that's most recent, I look at really fondly because that was where I was able to feel a lot prouder of my work. So yeah, I really have like the rose tinted goggles when I look back at all that stuff. So, and I would like to get back into it.
But it's okay, you know. Everyone's gonna start somewhere. No one's gonna start out amazing. So
Yeah.
see like how you're seeing your latest work is like way much better, or like what you're more proud of. That shows us and shows you how far you've came, how much you've grown, both like physically and skillfully. You know, is that a word? Skillfully? Oh my goodness, I don't
Probably,
really know.
maybe.
Close enough.
Close enough, but yeah. So it's okay, Panda. Don't beat yourself up. You are doing amazing. You are doing great, and don't beat yourself up. Don't, because when you do, you're gonna just knock yourself down. And people, we are all here gonna tell you the same thing. You are doing good. You're doing great. All of us trying hard and trying our best to produce good content. And a big clap for you, Panda. Big claps.
Oh. Thank you. And yeah, for sure, like there's also so many other people that are like at the minute struggling with stuff, like just, you know, in general, because of, you know, everything that's been happening at the moment. I don't want to date this. I'm trying not to use specific words for what's the word? Monetization reasons. I don't know how Crownie. I don't know how
that's totally
this
fine.
goes,
I mean,
but I know
this is a pilot
I know there are
episode.
certain trigger words.
That's totally not a problem, I guess.
Yeah. But
imagine
and I
having
also
a
don't want to
YouTube employee watching 1 hour, checking if there are any bad words in it. And yeah.
But it's okay. All, you guys did great.
Really,
Awesome.
You all can talk freely. You can curse or talk any strange, sweet
Epic.
way. So
Be yourself. Just be yourself.
be yourself. Monetization, that's bullshit. No one needs money.
Oh.
I
Well.
thought you were going to say a thing of the past, and I was like, that's more the attitude I was thinking of.
Okay, I probably get demonetized now.
Oh no. But it's okay. That aside. So like Panda, like question. Like of all the comic dubs you already produced over the years, what is your favorite comic dub? Like what's your favorite comic to dub? Or do you have like a favorite ship for like certain characters? Yeah, pray tell.
So in terms of like when you say when I'm looking, well, when I was looking for stuff, like which ones were my favorite types to dub, I really liked when it comes to the ships, I'm 120% against the shipper. I'm all on that train. Been on that train since the game came out, Genji Mercy. So to see it being like official, pretty much, I'm like, oh, that's a good vibe. That's a positive vibe over here.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Has it really got official right now? Because
I mean, it's not official, but they just keep feeding it so much that they're like. I mean, Overwatch 2 gets a single player campaign. If we get a Gensy like official thing in that campaign, I will be very
amazing.
Happy.
Yes, agree. I'll be the same. I'll be as happy.
I know that Soldier is gay. That's the only thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
that was.
You don't
Soldier
know
is
that?
confirmed gay?
Yeah, he's confirmed.
I haven't
You
been.
didn't know that? Wow.
I have been away.
HamletVA.
I have been away from the Overwatch scene for a while. Come on, you guys, don't be like that.
No problem.
But yes,
Soldier, LGBTQ confirmed.
Wow. Is Reyes?
That's not
well,
confirmed.
okay, that's not official. It was confirmed he had a boyfriend.
Yeah,
that was about it.
Yeah, maybe he is
that's
bisexual.
right.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
True.
But yeah, the other one that I really liked was Genji and McCree stuff. Not necessarily romantic, but
Brotherly.
Genji and McCree stuff.
Genji McCree, lol.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a lot of it on my channel, the Genji McCree stuff, I could tell was intended to be romantic, and I would play it that way if that's the way I thought it was supposed to be played. Because it's all about, especially with comic dubs, I just want to be able to portray the artist's work the best I can, and if that's what the artist intended for it, that I'll play it that way. But Genji McCree I really liked because of their history with Blackwatch and all that.
Oh yeah, that makes
but,
more sense
yeah.
than Mekanzo.
I mean, Mick Hanzo is good as well. I like the sort of duality that's there with Mick Hanzo, where you have like McCree being this like dirt child, like from like Texas, and then this like ex Yakuza like guy who's like real uptight. I like that duality. I think that's like really cool. But Genji McCree, I just really like the way they sort of played off of each other, or at least the way that most of the artists made them play off each other.
Brotherly, funny, like brothers growing up.
Yeah,
And-
it's sort of, yeah. Yeah, they really know how to like push each other's buttons in a way that would like annoy them just enough, but not enough that they would hate them. Like, it's just the right amount.
So, do you mind if I continue the next question first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the next.
What were your experiences with YouTube and about your viewers?
You already mentioned the algorithm being against you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like anyone from the sort of comic dub scene, like, what was that, 2-3 years ago, can attest to that. But yeah, so my experience with YouTube is well, I still see it as a fantastic thing that gives so much opportunity to so many people to be able to make stuff that they love that other people can consume and really enjoy and
consume.
Love. Yeah, well, yeah. But like, I don't know. Yeah, so when it comes to like the fans and stuff, people who liked my work, or that really blew me away when I started doing comic dubs and stuff. Like the amount of people that genuinely like really enjoyed all the stuff that I made. Yeah, it really blew me away. And I think they were the main thing that sort of kept me going after, like, because like that's the main reason why I kept making stuff, because I enjoy making the content, and it was like it's really fun to do, like I said. But the main thing was seeing a mixture of the artists so for comic dubs specifically, the artists really appreciating the work that you put into making the stuff, and then the fans was like the next level, where you have all these people in the comments talking about stuff and like appreciating the artwork and appreciating the editing and all that stuff. That was really what like did it for me, was being able to see people being happy with something that was a collaborative effort that we made. Yeah. When it comes to the algorithm, though, this is where my sort of I'm gonna have my little segment of my tinfoil hat that I'm gonna pull out and put on. There was a turning point, I think it was 2 years ago, where something happened. Because I remember it sounds very like, oh, it's not my fault. YouTube went and screwed me over. I'm gonna stand out on my porch like an old man with like my cane and yell into the sky. The big company. But
YouTube,
but I
you
feel like
suck.
goddamn YouTube. But I feel like there definitely was a turning point, because I remember making videos that now I look at and I'm like, that wasn't that great. That wasn't like the best out of all of them. But they'd pull like 100,000 views per upload within like a couple days, 100K views. like every video, and I'm like, whoa, okay, I guess I'll keep like trying to get better at doing this. And then all of a sudden one day it was just like 2K, 3K views over the course of like a week. There'd be like 4K, 5K. And I'm like, it's like very obvious, like because you can see it. It goes like 100K, 200K, 100K, 100K, 2K, 2K, and it's like I'm using all the same tags. I'm using all the same things. I definitely feel like there was a shift with the algorithm. My one theory was that it was to do with when YouTube was trying to sort of weed out. I don't know if you know about the videos where it's like those like kid channels where they make like Elsa and Spider-Man go to the thing. Like, have you seen
That is
those?
a very
Those, like,
funky,
terrible.
that's super funky content.
Yeah, it's
right
like
there,
really
man.
weird, and then YouTube really wasn't about it. And I remember watching some article or something somewhere where they were talking about they're trying to like YouTube was sort of trying to weed them out, where like they wouldn't recommend their content to as many people, so they'd get less views and sort of either go to YouTube Kids or get weeded out of the system. And I feel like that had sort of a backlash on our content as comic dubbers unintentionally. I feel like there would have been a certain thing that they changed in the algorithm to do with that change that they wanted that accidentally knocked us down a peg. And I there's nothing you can really do when that happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for adapt, which I sort of tried. I am a big advocate for being able to be flexible and bend with your content and try new things. But that was right as I was finishing high school and I was trying to find a job and I was trying to like sort out all this new stuff. And it was like, oh, by the way, also your YouTube channel has now basically had the restart button hit on it. You still have your 20, I still have my 25,000 subscribers, which is like, damn, thank you. But that hardly any of them are getting recommended your content anymore.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of sad.
you have to like figure out something new. But yeah, so like that's the fickle like nature that is YouTube, is that it can, unfortunately, you need to be prepared for everything to just change and you to be able to be super flexible with your content and what you make.
That's true.
That's actually a good lead to our next question. If you have any advice or any tips for starters who want to start YouTube and what they can expect or what they should do.
I'd say advice-wise, just do what you enjoy at first. If you're like super in the beginning, you can, like if you're like, I say it, but you know what I mean, just like leading into it. If you don't know where to start, if you're literally right at the very beginning and you have a certain thing that you want to do, but you're like, I don't know, you can look at other people. Like, this is what I did, was I would look at other people that would inspire me and stuff like that into making content that I would want to make. And then you can just do what you want, do what you like, do what you enjoy. And if you're able to build a following from that, that's really like, because if it's doing what you love, then that's what makes all the viewers and all the support and all the fans really feel worth it, because it is what you love. So I would recommend just starting out with, just doing something that you enjoy. If you like seeing comic dubs and stuff like that, go ahead, give it a shot and keep at it. Don't go into it with too high expectations of like, I'm going to be the next Jacksepticeye. Don't worry about any of that. You really just don't need to worry about it. Just have fun making content, have fun uploading content, and, you know, seeing people, you know, enjoying your content. And
Basically.
that's all, yeah. Like, if you don't worry about the numbers and you just worry about the individual people that are, or maybe not, worry is probably not the best word, but if you just like are concentrating on the individuals that are seeing and enjoying your content, that's where it counts. That's where it's like, that's what makes YouTube such an incredible thing. That's that's how I feel.
Yeah,
That's true.
because Hamlet.
I was gonna say, like, I guess that's everyone's concern. I guess when they start out, they look into numbers too fast, too soon, and that's what brings them down. And they don't.
Yeah, well,
They
I'd
can't
say,
find the joy in editing or like creating the content itself.
yeah, I'd say that was something that I did in the very beginning. Was I would really worry about numbers and that. But the thing is something that not many people know is I did YouTube for like 2 years prior to the whole comic dub thing popping off. That's like, it was super casual. I just upload something like maybe once a week, once every like 3 weeks or something like that. Just upload something completely random. And so I sort of had been like force taught not to worry about the numbers because I wouldn't get any of the numbers. But then I saw, I think it was some of Segi's videos, because I was doing a little bit of voice actor stuff, like uploading voice actor type content. And I was a big Overwatch fan. I was trying to like learn lore and stories and stuff. And I found Segi's content and I thought it was like so inspiring and like so cool being able to take someone's artwork and sort of bring it to life
Like
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Anime.
Yeah, but like it's like I could only imagine how privileged these artists felt that like Segi would go out of his way to like, you know, give it some life and show a whole new audience this artwork.
It's like, it's
And
really
so
insane.
I started sort of
that for me it was also Seigi who inspired me, and I think Seigi also helped Hamlet to do comic dubs as well.
Yeah, Segi, big influence.
I think Segi sort of might even like underestimate himself, because there's so many people that like, because when I've met him and I've talked to him, there's so many people that he's had an influence on, and he's such a great person as well, just like a great like genuine person that you can just like talk to, he was a massive influence for me. Then I met who was the next person? I think it was Spaz. Captain Spaz was like the next person that I got to like talk to and like sort of start to like weed my way into the actual community. And then I think Hamlet, you were the first person that actually like I collaborated with. I made a video with on my channel.
Me as well, I think.
Yeah.
I as well, I think.
Yeah, I think we worked together as well. Like after I worked with Hamlet, all of a sudden I was like, wow, like, you know, this is like a whole new like avenue. We can get so many like you can get brand new cast members. You can get like more people to like help out with stuff, and
you talk to so much more people and get to know them.
Yeah, exactly. And you're all doing this like a similar sort of thing that you all enjoy. So it's like a really incredible thing.
I think that's the one biggest plus of doing YouTube, because you meet so many people and enjoy what you're doing together. Yeah, for sure. So one last question for you, Pandaren. Can we expect something from you in the future, or soon maybe?
Okay, in the future, I hope so. Soon, I hope so even more. In the future, yes. I would say yeah. I'll go as far as to say yes. You will definitely see more of me in the future. Stuff's starting to settle now, like with my life in the world, you know, stuff's still a little bit chaotic. But like when it comes to me being able to invest back into this, that was the reason why I was able to go so ham back when I was getting all the views and that was because but it was because my life was nice and simple and easy, and then stuff got complicated and it became harder to make content. But now that everything's starting to sort of settle down a little bit, yes, you'll definitely be able to see more of me in the future. I have a few. I do have things planned. I have a few things planned that I want to make, different types of content and stuff like that. But when, I'm not 100% I can slap a date on it just yet.
Yeah, life really grabs us all by the balls.
Oh, I definitely can feel it.
So, I'm saying thank you for talking to us today. And I hope
not a problem.
we're gonna see something from you in the future. Thank you. And thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Panda.
Yes, thank you for listening.